right, my dudes, welcome to this Sunday edition of the experience. You'll notice I'm wearing orange. It is hunting season here in Pennsylvania. Usually they don't allow them to hunt on Sundays, but the 12th, which is today, the 19th and the 26th are Sundays that are open for hunting. So that's why I'm wearing my orange. We are on state game lands today, and we're going to see some waterfalls today. We are doing the Bradford Falls Trail. Like I said, waterfalls. It is just over 2 miles, 2.2 to be exact. It's a moderate trail. The temp today is the chilliest I've been out. It's going to be about 44 degrees today. It is, oh goodness, what time is it? It's morning time. It's just after 10, like 10:01. But the trail is up here. We're going to get started. I'm going to talk very, very minimal or quieter than what I usually do. I don't know exactly what is allowed to be hunted today. I think I seen something along the lines of fox, coyotes, and some type of bird. I'm not sure. But anyway, let's get on trail. Oh wow, I see some falls off to my right here. I'll show you guys as I get a better glimpse of them. I did see one hunter in orange down over the bank, so A+ for wearing my orange today, making that decision. But again, I don't want to do a lot of talking, so we're going to keep on hiking. I think we're going to take a walk up through there just to see what these little streams are. Well, I guess that's the end of it. Okay, so it says we're supposed to go up in here and loop back down. I really don't see any trail there, so we're just going to cut across and get back up on the trail and go back down like we're supposed to. I just hope I'm not missing any cool little waterfalls. Oops, almost fell on my face. So I'm guessing this is the trail, was the trail. I don't know. We'll look at GPS and figure that out. Whew, I'm a little winded. So apparently we're supposed to keep going uphill. So here we go. There are no trail markings out here, my dudes. Again, this is state game lands. They don't usually mark their trails. Not that I've seen anyway. But we are on the right track though. If I remember correctly, there's something really cool coming up eventually on this trail that I want to show you. Alright, so you can tell we just follow this all the way up. We're about halfway up this hill. So you guys see all this? This isn't just gravel. This is actually, oh, excuse me. This is coal. We are not far away from Barclay, and Barclay Mountain, there's a cemetery where a bunch of people died, and it was a coal mining town, hence the coal. There's a cemetery there, mainly of young children that died of the diseases basically back then that they didn't have the medicine to treat that we do today, or years coming from that. Sadly, it's mostly children. A lot of people believe it's actually haunted. I've been there once years and years and years ago. I drove up here a couple months ago by request of one of my TikTok followers that I go kind of explore Barclay Cemetery. Well, I couldn't find it. It's not the same as it was years ago when I was there with my friends, and we went at like midnight. They were all freaked out. I personally don't believe in spirits and stuff like that. The only way I believe somebody's spirit is still around is you remember your times with them. But hey, I'm not knocking you if you do believe. That's you. You're free to do what you want, think what you want, say what you want. But yeah, that's where all this coal is from. It's the Barclay Mountain coal mining. You can actually, I'll find a little history on it and I'll post it at the end of the video so you guys can read a little bit about it. Eventually someday I'll find the cemetery and we'll get there. But I'm trying to chill out, not sweat so much. I can't take this orange off, and I only have a t-shirt on, long sleeve t-shirt on underneath this. I don't want to get too cold, but at the same time I don't want to heat up and sweat too much either. So, but my heart rate is lowered. I think we can press on. Some big rocks up in there. I don't know how well y'all can see that. Probably not very well. I mean, you're looking at what I'm looking at. A little bit clearer of a shot here amongst all these branches. Well, by the way, folks, we're about to hit our first fall. Okay, so GPS says we're at the falls, and there should be 3 falls right here. I have seen no designated path on how to get down there, so we are taking a detour without killing ourselves. We're not going to get lost. But my app is going to scream at me that we're off trail. Oh, you guys hear that water? Oh, yeah, baby. We gotta figure out how to get down in there, or at least closer. Then we got those falls right there, which I think you can go over here and go down so we can get a better shot. This is the thing about state game lands trails, or going off trails. It is way more treacherous because there's not really any marked areas. You just kind of crush your luck. That didn't sound good. Gonna brace myself here. There we go. Caverns. All right, let's get down to these falls so we can see better. All right, so we're getting closer. We're not completely at the bottom yet, but yeah, we're gonna find a safer way to get down there. That's pretty awesome. I don't know if there's a real safe way. Actually, there's not, of getting down there to see it from the front. And I'm not about to take slippery rocks. That's awesome. We'll get closer to this one. So originally I was going to stop here, but that water's got to be flowing from someplace. And it says there's 3 falls right here. And there's just one behind me. There's this one. But I'm curious if when we go back up, if we could keep going up the trail, we'll see another one. So I want to be careful here not to get my feet wet. Oh yeah, boy. I love it. Actually quite a bit cooler closer to this water, but I'm gonna grab a few more shots here before we get back up on trail. So essentially it says this trail goes back on a dirt road, a game road. I'm not interested in that, but I want to see what is up farther on this waterfall. Maybe there's one, because like I said, I only seen that one down there, this one, and maybe there's one more up there. This is awesome. Okay, let's go back up, get on trail, and just see where it goes. There's not much more, my friends. This is initially what I came to see. Again, it says there's 3 falls, so there might be one more up that way. So let's just climb back up, get back on trail, and see where we go. Plus, the other thing I wanted to show you, I have not come across yet. So, by the way, I'm not talking very loud. I'm just close to the microphone on the camera, so it might seem loud. All right, let's get back across here. I think I see the perfect way. There's another guy down there. Apparently there is a way to get down there. I do not know how. Let's take a detour over here. See if there's any more. Because right there's the top of the one we were at. Lord almighty. Oh yeah. There's another one. I don't know if we can get into that one though. Yeah, that's a trip down in there. Oh, I think we can go this way, actually. All right, see you at the bottom. Well, I didn't fall, but I slid a little bit. Like I said, these state game lands, you never really know the easiest way to get down into a gorge to see some waterfalls. So, let me tell you something. Dry leaves are just as slippery as ice. Let's go check out some more water. This might be the coolest creek or stream, whatever you want to call it, that I've seen yet. I love it, man. And that last waterfall is right there at the tip of my finger. Now we gotta hike up out of here. All right, that's the last time we're hiking up. The rest will be down. We're still marching. A little bit of a clearing here, my dudes. I'm not sure which way we're supposed to go. Oh, there's the other falls. I knew it. All right, so we're gonna have to go back down over here, climb down in. That's just a short climb down in. Whew, I'm so glad we walked farther. That's a steep little descent, but we're going. See you at the bottom. You can still kind of see bits and pieces of coal within the mountain. Check it out, my dudes. That's freaking gorgeous. Go check out the trails in your state game lands. You'll find gems like these. Oh man, this is awesome. There's actually more up that way I'm going to show you. So we're definitely going to the end of this trail to see what it is. I'm impressed. Okay guys, this is the other thing I wanted to show you. Entry prohibited. That's a cave. I've read that it's inhabited by wildlife, obviously, but lots of bats. Could be a bear den. We're not going up in there. I think that is really cool. I don't even want to get close enough to where a bear can see me. I'm sure it can already hear me and smell me. I mean, not that I smell bad, but remember, we're out here to have fun, not break the rules, not break the law. Anyway, let's check out this last fall, then we'll head back down the mountain. Oh man, I did a lot more climbing today than what I thought I would. Wow, this is amazing. How about her, my dude? I think it's just awesome. I really do. This brings me so much happiness, so much joy. By the way, I'm speaking louder because if I was to talk like this, I can't really hear myself. So I brought my voice up a little bit because of the water. I really don't think the hunters are getting anything. I ain't heard a shot out here all day long. If there is anybody, except for that one dude. Yeah, I got to get a couple pictures and then I'm out of here. This mine and or cave complex is considered critical habitat for wildlife. Possible safety hazards exist. Entry is strictly prohibited. That's what that notice sign says. So we in fact will not go in there or up there. That's another hunting game trail they can go on. I don't know if it's an actual other hiking trail, but yeah, this is the top of our trail. Well, again, it's all downhill from here, my friends. Nothing to see, really nothing to say. So let's just get back and go home, make us up a nice lunch. What do you say? Oh, by the way, Miss Mindy is not with me today because she is working. She sadly has one of them jobs that you sometimes have to work weekends. So, yeah, here we are. But let's get going. You see that deer running? Probably not. Something was scuffing around here. I see a little deer print there. I don't see no buck rub though, so yeah, I ain't seen no buck rub. All right, we're back to that first initial stream we crossed before we went all the way uphill. and I have fallen almost a billion times. That's the thing on these state game land trails. You got to be careful, especially with all the leaves. You could be stepping on a rock that is held up by 2 other rocks or something, and you could face plant and fall in your butt or something. Just be careful, y'all. Safety is a huge concern. While we're on this flat part here, just want to tell you something new I want to add to the channel. My dad actually really likes the metal detecting out in the woods like this. So I think I'm going to buy a metal detector. And I think I might bring my dad out, not necessarily going uphill, but just going out into the woods and state game lands and doing some metal detecting with my dad. I'd really like to do that. We bond over many things, but that'd be something else to bond over, something fun to do. He watches this guy, I can't remember his name. He's on YouTube. Last night he found a bunch of old coins from 1802, 1803, some like buttons for pants or overalls or shoes or something. It was really cool, and I'm really curious to see what I can find. I'm out in the woods all the time. So yeah, I'm gonna buy a metal detector. I'm gonna get my dad to grab his. Sometimes I'll be by myself. I might bring him out a time or two. And yeah, so you'll get to see Mr. Walker, my father, my dad, the man who taught me pretty much everything that I know. My dad my mom means a lot to me too, but my dad has always been the really patient one. My mom, when I was younger, not so much. Now, my mom is awesome. She's as loving as can be. If I need something, whether it be, I don't know, say I'm short on cash, $20 for gas. She's given me numerous amounts of groceries because she doesn't want me to starve. She's even sent me gifts to my doorstep just because I said I wanted it. Whatever point in time. But my dad has always been my go-to about work, life, relationships. My mom's been there for the relationship part too. But my dad is kind of like my saving grace in a way, you know. For you guys that don't have dads, I'm sorry to hear that. That's a terrible thing. Nobody should go without a parent. Yeah, so stay tuned for some fun metal detecting stuff by myself with Miss Mindy. And then, like I said, who knows? I might even get my dad out here. I got to be careful. My dad kind of deals with a little bit of knee and back pain. After all, he is 68 years old. But I'll tell you what, first part of a motorcycle, I swore, I'm sorry. He's part of a motorcycle club. He rides a Harley, loud and proud. Yesterday, he went around for Veterans Day. By the way, happy Veterans Day. Thank you for your service to all the veterans out there. We would not be here today if it weren't for you and your sacrifices and your time away from your family. So thank you again for your service. But my dad rode around on his motorcycle with the American flag and all that yesterday. Said he was the only motorcycle that showed up to the vets or the Legion or whatever. And yeah, they all watched him ride in and ride away. And I think that's pretty cool. But anyway, I'm almost back to the vehicle. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. If you're not subscribed and I show up in your feed, hit that subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up button. I mean, again, I'm going to show up in your feed anyway. You've obviously watched or something at one point in time. Why not subscribe? Right? Right. I mean, I'm kind of funny. Sometimes I like to think the adventures I go on are pretty epic. So if you like nature, if you like the outdoors, if you like hiking in general, mostly with a little bit of camping, yeah, like it, subscribe, share it if you want to. Hell, if you even want to meet up and come along on an adventure, let me know. My email is, did I just say email? My email, I'm hungry. My email is traviswalkerexperience@gmail.com. Email me who you are, where you're from, what you got planned. Maybe we can link up and we can hike a trail. Until then, y'all please stay safe, stay healthy, y'all be good to each other. And if you go out this time of year, please wear your orange. Be safe. Thank you, guys. We'll see you next week. Goodbye. Oh yeah, one more thing. So, one of the things I planned on doing, make sure there's no cars coming. My door's wide open on this narrow road. Anyway, one of the things I plan on doing sometime eventually is thanks to my sister-in-law, Missy, if you ever watch this, thank you. I posted on my Snapchat, when I had a Snapchat, of just me walking through the woods. Quiet, you could hear the gravel under my feet, the wind blow, the water flow, the leaves rustle, the crunching of the leaves under my feet as I walk across them. She said it was peaceful and it was relaxing. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try one of them, what do they call it, an ASMR videos. I'm going to try it. We'll see how it goes. You guys will have to let me know whether you like it or not. And if you like it, I'll do more. I know there's 1,000,001 of them out there, but yeah, we'll give it a go. I like listening to people, and I like putting out what the people who are watching want to see. So yeah, be on the lookout for, I think I'm going to call it, I don't want it to be something simple like the sound of nature. I don't know. We're going to call it something good, but stay tuned for that.